Another dad update. So, last video I did, he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to do hospice. And then I didn't do a video because I'm like, I don't want to do a video every freaking day as he changes his mind. But, well, maybe I won't do hospice. Yeah, I guess let's go with the skin graft thing and da-da-da. But the stuff dripping in his eye, out of that hole from here into his eye, and it's in the back of his eyeball, like this cancer and all that. Just none of the pills for pain work. Like, he's like, I took one the first day, a couple, it worked. He goes, after that, I took 4. I took 6. They're doing nothing. So he's like, I just want to manage the pain at this point. And so Saturday I took him to the Moffitt Center Hospital, and that Monday, which was yesterday, was supposed to be the skin graft day. But as they're looking at him and looking at that hole in his eye and everything, and it's all pussy, and they're like, yeah, not happening. No skin graft, therefore no radiation, da-da-da-da. It's just, man, they can't, he's like, because even when they schedule, it's going to be a month out. He goes, and you already saw what my face did in 1 month from the last surgery. It's just growing out of control, this cancer. So he's like, they're not doing that, so there's no more radiation, there's nothing else. I just want to live however long I live, as pain-free as possible. So they gave him one of those drip IV things to take home, and they had to keep him for a couple days so he could press the button and to where they can tell how much he needs and that sort of thing, so they can give him the right dosage when he's on his own, like at my sister. So he's gonna now stay at my sister's house. They got a med bed, not that kind of med bed, one of the hospital beds that can adjust, installed over at her house. She does have an extra spare room as well. So little change of plans. She's gonna take him over there, and so I had to go pick up some medications from him at CVS. I got his dog in the back right now in a little cage in the back of my car, and all the stuff he had at our house, clothes and things, medications, everything. I got all that, and grabbed his dog. My mom had his dog, so I got the dog for my mom, because they've been divorced for 15 or 20 years. I don't even know, 20 years, 15, 20 years. But anyways, so she had the dog. Now I've got him, Pee-wee. And the CVS people are like, oh, hey, Steve, how's your dad doing? We love him. Not good. He's at the end of his life. He's maybe got 3 months to live at best. And, oh, that's too bad. I'm so sorry. Tell him we said hi. There's 2 girls there. I was in the CVS line outside to get the, pharmacy drive-through. Oh, how's Pee-wee? He's his dog. I said, I got him in the back right now. He's in the back. Oh, can we give him a treat? We got some treats. I go, yeah, all right. Give him, so I got the treats sitting next to me. I'll give it to him when we get to the house. He's in the back of the hatchback part or whatever, so I can't really give him one. He's in the little cage. So anyway, part of me wanting to do this video is, he's declining fast. Like, he's declining fast. I don't think 3 months is, if he lives 3 months, I'll be floored. But part of me wanting to do this video was like I told you the other day about Taco Bell, and he'd go in and give them some cereal to bring home to their kids, a box of cereal, and then they'd give them free Taco Bell sometimes. He'd bring them a pizza, and they just love my dad. Everywhere my dad would go, like on a regular basis, he would be talking to people and basically making friends. They would always like him very much. Nobody ever didn't like him, and I was not expecting that. Like, oh, I didn't know these people knew him over here at the CVS. So, oh yeah, and he's gonna stay with your sister. Oh, how's her? It's like, yeah. What about the dog? Is someone gonna take the dog? Yeah, my sister's daughter's going to. Oh, Madison. Yep. So they know her name too. Like these complete strangers, that you've made or had a relationship with, and it's not just a hi, bye, here's your money, give me the stuff, and I go relationship. He'll sit there and talk to people and ask questions and just have a conversation, and I could see the look in their face, like they were concerned about my dad. they were happy to hear that I had some information, like to just at least tell them, yeah, my dad, blah, 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 whatever. And so, it just, of course, I missed my turn talking to you guys. I got to do another turn up here. Or better yet, maybe I'll just do a U-turn, probably a little bit faster. Stop talking and recording and do your driving, Snip. Or if I had this Tesla on self-drive mode, it'd probably been 1,000 times better. Because it would have just took me right to our house. But anyway, so, it's just, like I was talking to one of my other friends, about my dad. One of my friends who played football, basketball, baseball, the sports we played at that apartment complex, was my buddy Sean. He's like, oh, man, I don't like hearing this, man. This is making me upset, man. I don't like hearing this. He's like, you guys are like family, man. And, man, your dad used to always play with us. I know. I was literally just talking to my dad about that, like, yesterday, or which was a couple days ago, whatever. I said, I was like, yeah, I just take him to the hospital, blah, blah, he's in pain, and, so I was telling him what was going on. And nobody else's friend of mine, dads, or moms for that matter, but I mean, dads, didn't play with none of us, in no way. And, when my girls and my little boy, if we're out somewhere and they're playing or whatever, I'll a lot of times, tell all the kids in the playground or wherever they're at, like, and I don't know where I think I made this game up. I don't think anyone taught me this or showed me this. It wasn't my dad or nobody, but we called it dungeon. So it's like the playground, all the stuff you can climb on, like the little thing you can climb up and like a little tower or something, like that's base. Like I can't go up there and capture you. But if you're on the ground running around anywhere, I can capture you. And if I do capture you, all I gotta do is tag you, and then you're captured. And then I'll have a little spot designated where, like, usually there's a bench or something I can sit down at. And I'll sit down and pretend to sleep. And you're my prisoner, but you can't escape unless one of the other kids comes and tags you nice and quietly. Because if you're not quiet and I wake up, I might capture the other kid. Then some other kid has to rescue both of you, So all these kids, everywhere I've gone and played that game, the kids love it. It's my kid's 5. And when the girls, my twins, who are 19 and Ashley's 16, when they were little, 5, 6, 7, whatever, I did the same thing. I played that same game with them and their friends and whoever, just some random kids at the playground, and then they won't leave you alone. Look, do it again. Can we do it again? Can we go? I'm kind of tired of chasing you kids, but they just absolutely loved it. But I probably am assuming I'm getting that from my dad. Play with these kids, play with the kids, your kids' friends, or strangers even with your kids. Just do it. And once again, like stuff like that, I don't see anyone else's parents doing that. Now, I do see the parents out there with their own kid, pushing them on a swing or playing with them, but not too much group stuff, which doesn't matter. As long as you're spending time with your kids, you're spending time with your kids, that's fine. But I'm guessing I got that from my dad, So anyways, I just was shocked today at CVS that they know my dad. We love him. We know him very well. He comes here all the time. How's he doing? Oh, not good. He got fast-moving skin cancer. He's on his last days. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Very concerned. They miss him. They love him. Like these two stranger ladies, But that's because my dad would be the one to talk and have a conversation and make the conversation to start with, and then people get used to you coming in. They want to see you. Oh, hey, there's Steve. Hey, what's going on, Steve? And they want to hear about what's going on in your life, It's like people are actually excited to see you, and I kind of get that when like me and we would do videos and things. If I wait too long, people are, come on, we need to see you guys, or even me alone, I guess some of you like, it's been a while, Snip, do a video, like there's just something about you when you make a connection with people, or, it's not just it's just business only, guys, It's like, hey, we've kind of got this relationship and they want to see you. They want to hear what you have to say. And most of the time I don't know what you guys have to say because you guys are in the comment sections, but I do read like in the live streams, see what you guys say. But, like I get it, like it's kind of cool though. But it just shows you, how like everyone's just like, we're just being trained and made to every man for themselves and, tattletale on your neighbor. And, like what the hell's going on? Where's the humanity in all this? So anyways, I'm almost to my sister's, and I'll go ahead and cut it here right at 10 minutes.